with the Executioners, because if you look down the healing on Team Liquid,
It's everywhere.
It's insane. It is everywhere. And Executioners is so good. It applies on any physical damage. So your ricochets, your boomerangs, everything from Sivir can get that application. And you want to tag every single one of these champions because a lot of them are going to have a lot of value from that stat. Here we go, though. Chasing down on Huni. He knows he's been had, and he's teleporting out to the opposite side.
He was thinking a lot more were coming, but he's going to use that pressure on the other side of the map.
Clutch Gaming says, who cares? We know they want to pressure onto the bottom side. Let's just not deal with them. If they want to have these death ball team fights, we'll go somewhere else. And where they're going right now is straight to the top side tier 2.
4 members rotating over. Look at the mini-map, too. They're going to get there quicker. About 50% of the turret here taken by Huni and his explosive charges. Bottom side, though, Jensen is answering for Team Liquid. They're just trying to delay here as he continues to push on the turret with his Trinity Force.
Another thing to track with these Sonateric teams is the fact that they have access to 2 sight stones. So it is harder for Clutch Gaming to make those surprise moves across the map, and it is harder for them to get surprise team fights. So normally you can only ward one side of the map, and you have to move your pressure around. Here, TL actually has decent vision coverage on both the bot side of the map, and they still have a littering of wards towards their blue side. So even more difficult for Clutch to move through the map.
Clutch Gaming trying to respond to what Team Liquid are putting down, though. It is hard to do a tall order when you're up against a team that has been so dominant for the past couple of years, really, in LCS play. But Clutch Gaming, they've had their ups and downs. They've been a team that was bottom of the list, then they moved up to the middle of the ladder. Now, sort of having this surge, as you already talked about earlier, Jat, with the new coaching staff coming in, the team sort of finding their comfort, how they want to play the game, and it's been working so far.
And one thing that Clutch have over Team Liquid in this game with their team comp is the Sejuani long-range stun possibility for picking people off. Right. Team Liquid have gotten 2 with Impact having some very good plays on Aatrox, but that is so unreliable. That should not happen, towards the mid-game. Aatrox getting in range for the Q1 knockup and Infernal Chain. It's so much easier for Lyra, for Clutch, to try and find those picks with the Sejuani. That's what they have to do, because right now Team Liquid focused on objectives. They're holding the top and mid with their 2 damage dealers, and they slip over, they take the quick dragon to accrue the extra scaling damage from Infernal.
Cloud for both sides now as Team Liquid will keep defending their mid lane. Clutch Gaming will continue trying to push up, lay down some of these wards, clear out the TL vision, but it's just so hard when there's so much of it from those 2 sight stones. When you're looking around at inventories, I want to keep an eye on, where are those stopwatches? I can see one on Xmithie, I can see one on Vulcan. So watching those as the next team fight could show up. Summoner spells are also online pretty much across the board. A TP down for Huni, a TP
I saw
down
that.
for Double Lift. That's it.
You'd think they'd go for him, but there's pressure on the other sides of the map. Maybe they opt not to.
I think either
They should have seen it.
Either they didn't see it, or because it didn't touch anything and they don't have vision.
It might not have
inside
played
the
a
brush.
particle, yeah.
Because he's in the brush on the control ward, maybe.
Red team's turret.
Even though it's not intuitive because it is his sword. It is like a long melee ability. All right, bottom side though, prepping possible move from CG.
Cody's son uses the ulti to get himself away. Huni's going to continue pushing down here in bottom lane. Control ward over the wall going to be cleared out by Lyra. Vulcan ends up finding more than he bargained for here, waiting in the brush on the backside of red. Him and Lyra both going to get out there with a blast cone. Huni's also backing up here bottom side, clearing out the Krugs as he leaves.
Yeah, TL winning this pressure game, Jensen getting a lot of side lane pressure down, and also Double Lift and Core JJ doing a good job to make sure the wave is pushed even if they don't have the best wave clear choices. And Kobe, we talked about Lyra's ability to find picks in the mid lane, but if TL stay grouped, they'll have so much burst resistance that Clutch Gaming is really going to have to commit to a kill. And the make or break there could end up deciding the game. If they do kill someone before the Taric ult comes down, then maybe they plow through for the rest of the fight. But if they just miss it, TL will have so many chase tools after the fact with Trundle Pillar and Sona Speed. It could be sad.
Well, I got good news for you, Jack, because they're all grouped up around mid lane, trying to make the push as a team.
Here they
Lyra's
go.
over the wall. There comes your initiation.
Not even
Finding it
close.
onto Jensen, but yeah, they don't decide to go any further for it because they didn't have Huni yet. He was still in the way.
Yeah, Clutch have sustained damage. They don't have burst. So both the Sivir and the Triss have to really be hitting down for a long fight.
Vulcan flashing away, Double is really going to be killed, but now the fight could go either way. Lyra is also going to be in some trouble, exhausted off to the side, still looking to run back in. Nice stopwatch coming out from McSmithy. CoreJJ very low, Liquid very low, Lyra very low. Damonte still looking to find some more, on to Jensen, Root not going to connect. Boomerang Blade flying off to the side. Cody Sun not going to grab much yet with that. Vulcan with a good save, but now he could be in some trouble himself. His stopwatch going to be doing some work. Huni's getting away. Clutch Gaming under pressure. They lose 2. Jensen gets the damage.
And look how long these fights are going! The sustained output from Team Liquid. Impact makes the flash play on Aatrox once again. The point man for the team.
And now what can Team Liquid continue to do? They have so much experience in these long, drawn-out fights, playing more Sona than pretty much any other team in the world. Watching this, the patience of CoreJJ, not using his Terra Cult until very late in the fight, until they
That looks like first damage to me.
Hey, if they had burst, he would dead, Cody. Fast sustained. Overall, though, Jensen does tag most of the team. Or sorry, CoreJJ does tag most of the team in the ultimate. And a wayward Q here by Cody Sun.
And you can see actually in the replay there, they kited out the Taric ultimate pretty much the entire duration. Yeah. It's the re-engage from Impact that catches Vulcan. Then he goes for the flash Q3 and sets it up for Jensen and Doublelift to finish up with the damage on the backline.
And this is a 5,000 gold lead now for Team Liquid. They are sitting comfortably ahead of their opponents. 2 Drakes compared to 1. They've got the turret advantage, 3-2 now as well. And with Baron on the map, they're able to put down so much vision around it. There's a lot of pressure on Clutch Gaming to respond to this, or at least be in a spot where they can.
Yeah, those are the exact team fights that we are talking about in Champ Select when we're looking at these 2 team comps and talking about front to back and this quote-unquote honorable team fight style where you both see all other 5 members just trying to continually poke out and re-engage on each other. Able to find that last window. Now it is Team Liquid moving in the line of wards. You talked about the extra Sightstone here. Full wards behind Baron. Dragon also coming up, so they have some more for the rest of this objective as well. And that means with Team Liquid controlling the vision, they have all the extra information to work with, plus the extra gold.
Yeah, and that gold is being spent for some really powerful items. Jensen at 40% CDR and some crit coming in with the Zeal. He's the one who's going to pump up the sustained damage in team fights. But even Doublelift, having his Lich Bane completed, now also being able to pack a punch. And that's before Huni has completed IE or Cody Sun has completed IE. So until you see those Infinity Edges on Clutch Gaming, there is a massive power gap between the 2 teams, which means TL can look towards Baron and look towards forcing some plays.
TL, so scary in these moments. Remember back to what we heard from Damonte talking about how players on the team, a lot of them don't have that same experience winning titles and being at that top echelon of play for the LCS. Well, one thing that comes with winning those titles is being in Game 5 situations plenty of times before. Team Liquid knows what this feels like, and they're way more comfortable in this kind of an environment.
All right, I think it's up to Clutch Gaming to utilize especially the Sivir and Karma speed to navigate these team fights. Right now, they're getting closed in on, actually. Huni runs into Impact, and the rest of the team goes to the jungle.
Huni's got himself the Blade of the Ruined King, trying to outplay this, kind it around. A lot of damage coming out. Lyra's able to make his way in, and that is a 1-for-0 going the way of Clutch Gaming, but meanwhile, it's Team Liquid pressuring mid.
Huge outplay by Huni right there to get the kill as Lyra collapses down, because really, I still think Clutch is trying to buy time. Yes, they'll need the Sivir Karma speed later, but they need their items on their marksman. They don't have them yet. Getting that pick on Impact and putting them on that 40-second death timer buys them a lot of time.
Damonte will repel this push in the top side here now as well, taking care of those range minions, pushing Jensen back yet again. Jensen's quirky, very scary, but when he's alone, you take out those minions, he's still going to be forced to retreat. Clutch Gaming, they know they have the man advantage on the map here for another 10 seconds or so. Team Liquid probably won't be looking for any big fights until they've got Impact back. Clutch will try to move out, throw down a couple of wards here in this neutral territory, in this river.
Right into Huni, knocks him back first with the Buster Shot, jumps out of the Infernal chain there with the rocket jump, and knowing that Lyra is on the way, just smooth ultimate there once again from the Sejuani. That range with the hard CC allows them to tip some of these close plays.
And there's the item you were talking about, Jat. The Infinity Edge coming online for Marksman is a big deal. Huni gets his off of that outplay.
That's one infinity. They need two infinities.
There it is.
And beyond.
All right, we're there now. Let's see if they can go full Space Ranger on him. Take this one all the way to the winner's circle. They do have plenty of farm on both these AD carries. Jensen's still going to keep pushing up in the bottom lane. Level 16 on this Corki. Scariest man on the map.
TL still stronger. Clutch would have to get a good pick at the start of these team fights, but at least they have a chance now with these two Infinity. His rapid fire cannon, huge for Jensen.
Jensen goes in really far, and he's killed. What in the hell was that?
That was a rapid death, my friend. Packages right into
Oh,
Hootie.
man.
And Hootie lets him know what's up with the Tristana.
Woo! We heard earlier in the series that Jensen had more confidence now in these series after getting a title.
That's his thing.
That
He
is
went right
exactly-
into the entirety of them.
It's exactly the type of play that used to curse Jensen away from titles. Now he needs to rely on the rest of TL to come back. That was a huge mistake by Jensen in this big moment.
Can we get a pro view replay on that one?
Oh, no.
All right, let's take a look at what
Please.
Clutch can push on afterwards. Tristana on your bottom of your map right now. Gets it into the tower and rotating up through the jungle as well. Clutch Gaming now trying to defend.
Vulcan will not allow himself to get CC'd here. Goes ahead, pops the cleanse to get away from that one. The cleanse was invoked by the Summoner's Spellbook. Looney on the side, just in case Team Liquid wanted to go after him there, he would be able to provide some backup, some covering fire. Team Liquid will move back out into neutral territory on the map, keep sweeping these wards away, putting down more and more of their own. But back on that play, I guess I can understand what Jensen is going for. Here we go.
Here's what he
He
sees.
sees him all right.
Let's go for Hoonie.
So he goes straight into the package. Boom, Damonte's in the bush. Oh my goodness.
Didn't see the karma in the brush.
Yeah, you know you
Even
have,
we learned.
you know you have teammates nearby, and I guess you're expecting some healing, some shielding, all sorts of good stuff. But it was just so reckless from Jensen.
Yeah.
He ends up paying the price for it. Vulcan forced to flash away. Nice expenditure of the Summoner spell there. Team Liquid forcing that out.
Yeah, and Flowers, Jensen cannot do that again in this
No.
game. He is the majority of their team fight damage. He needs to consistently stay back, use his 40% CDR, get rapid fire hits off, use his missile barrage over and over as Sona and Tarek buy time. If he does that at the start of the fight, Clutch is going to Sivaralt Karma Speed in and wipe TL.
Oh, this could turn bloody real fast.
Here we
Team
go.
Liquid's walking forward. Stun's able to find his way onto a couple of different targets. Cosmic Radiance coming down. Vulcan's going to be bursted. He's out of the picture, and Team Liquid have 1 for 0. But can Clutch find anything else? Tarek ulti down means even 4v5. If they're able to find an angle to shoot, they might get something. They found Cody. He flashes over the wall. He'll stay alive, but Clutch Gaming is on the retreat. Cody still no flash available. Remember, he just used it. They're not able to catch up to him, and that means Clutch Gaming have to go back to the base. And Team Liquid with Sona Tarek, you've got unlimited HP for taking Baron. They're into the pit.
You touched on it after the last play, Jad, when Jensen jumps in and, well, never mind. We might have a fight around the Baron as
Clutch
Damonte
wants
goes to
stop
base
it,
check.
but this is a death ball by
There's
TL.
no way you stop this. They have full HP. It's Sona Tarek.
They're just trading mid-lane turret here. Hoonie is going to get that one for Clutch, and that is a big price to pay for the Baron buff. Team Liquid so happy about how that last pick went for them. They just sat on the vision, are able to make the charge here. Look at that pillar, forces so much of a separation.
And TL know how to utilize the death ball with the death cap now on Sona. The size of those shields when they start these fights. Now with a Baron buff as well. Each Lich Bane Q auto buy doublet will be half of a non-tank's health. They're going to look to maybe even try and take the game in this push.
Team Liquid is looking real scary right now. Remember, this would be their 4th consecutive trip, 4th potential consecutive trophy in the LCS. Jensen will keep pushing topside. Tier 2 falls. Clutch Gaming will have to make their defense here at the base. Tier 2s are down in mid and top. Inhibitor turrets will be under pressure. Hoonie tries to grab the damage. Doublelift has some follow-up. The shield will keep Hoonie alive. The burn doesn't take him out.
Just barely. Hoonie now runs back to the fountain. They don't have long. The minion wave crashing here with the Baron buff. Cody's son, you can see on the Sivir. Ricochets are trying to clear out the minion wave, but the cannon's still firing away.
Damonte's doing a good job trying to keep these guys back as well. Morello Nomicon plus the Inner Flame is a lot of poke, a lot of healing reduction to try to slow down the Team Liquid War Machine. Hoonie's made his way into the mid lane now, dealing with impact, expends the ult there, wins out in the trade. but is it enough? Team Liquid, 4 men strong, still gonna be pressuring that top lane tier 3. They're not stopping anytime soon. Vulcan's nearly killed. McSmithy's now soaking all the damage. They're still gonna push forward. They're still gonna make their way in the base now. McSmithy gonna be healed up by the Subjugate. Clutch Gaming will lose inhibitor number 1, or will they? Team Liquid just trying to be cautious with this one. They don't want to risk the overcommit, but they'll take the end hit.
So much patience by TL, getting safe damage down time and time again. They're not incurring much risk, and they just keep powering up. Doublelift getting closer to level 16. Jensen getting closer to a 6-item Corki, and their 5v5 just keeps getting stronger and stronger.
All right. You have to play the difficult scenario now because Team Liquid are coming to finish the job. They've got a minute left on the Baron. For Clutch Gaming, there are not a lot of areas to work with right now. So much of the map has been lit up by Team Liquid, but they have to find an area to try and get that engaged with the Sejuani ultimate and get one of those kills early. Otherwise, it's going to be another siege from Team Liquid, and they will wear you away.
I feel like the only thing that Clutch could do is land a Sejalt onto Jensen and burst him down, because there is no QSS, no cleanse, no Mikhails. So if they do land hard CC, they'd have to take advantage of that window, but it's just so hard against how well TL is grouping up.
Jensen also not even a part of the siege machine right now. He'll be continuing to play split push duty here in the bottom side. Tier 2 goes down, only 15 seconds left on Baron, but it's already been a 4,500 gold power play here for the side of Team Liquid. Clutch Gaming just trying to wait out the last few seconds of this Baron push. Huni will try to get auto attacks on to keep these guys away, but it's not going to do a whole lot, not by itself. Vulcan's going to be taken down and killed instantly. Team Liquid 5v4 for the next 30 seconds.
Yep, that inhibitor is toast. Can Clutch do it? 30 seconds left on Vulcan, but Team Liquid are coming with these super minions.
They have the Sona, they have the Taric. Cosmic Radiance is not available right now, but they feel they have the tools to go for the ending push right now. Team Liquid, after the Nexus turrets, number 1 will fall here. Damage coming out from Clutch, they will try to defend. The Redemption will keep them topped off, and they will repel the Liquid onslaught.
TL has plenty of time here. Doublelift sitting on high mana, just resetting everyone's health bars, waiting for the super minions to come in. TL does not have to leave.
Vulcan's back on the map. It is a full-on 5v5. Huni escapes what could have been a collapse there coming out from CoreJJ, but now the fight's going to be happening here yet again. Vulcan going to be taken very low. Impact to the front line. Huni's going to be stoking some damage, and Jensen's got him. That's a big one for Team Liquid.
Only one Nexus turret left, and with another member down, Clutch only have 4. Can they do it? Team Liquid coming for that victory!
CoreJJ goes for the flash into the stun on Cody's stun. He's not going to grab it, not anymore now! Vulcan is gone! Impacts into the back line. It was a valiant effort by Clutch Gaming, but Team Liquid show why they're the best team in North America!
Team Liquid pull back to Old Faithful in Game 5. Sona, Taric, and take a methodical victory once they got rolling with that death ball.
You dared them to do it! They took the dare!
100% kill participation, by the way, for both the Sona and Taric in this game. 9 kill participation for Smithy's Trundle, so 90%, almost got the perfect score, but Team Liquid, you said it yourself, chat. You feel like the Sona's a ban you can give up. I agreed with you. I thought that was probably the thing you have to replace with the Akali, but Team Liquid showed they've got this style nailed.
Yep, they prove it, and they go on to yet another final. And for Clutch Gaming, they put up such a massive fight, and it probably hurts more because they were so close. Credit to Clutch for making this such a series.
Damonte and Huni, these guys have played together so much. They put on such an incredible show today. Outdid nearly everyone's expectations of themselves. You can hear the crowd. They know who got Clutch Gaming to 5 games.
So stressful playing these playoff games, working so hard every year. This team has had such improvement, though. They will be back.
Yep.
Already sporting the new colors. Team Liquid, though, they move forward and they move to finals.
Absolutely. Clutch Gaming will also have another chance in the regional qualifier.
Clutch Gaming also still going to be playing in Detroit for the third place match. We'll see them go up against CLG, who fell yesterday to Cloud9. And this is a Clutch Gaming that I think has a real good shot at that third place.
Yeah, with the way they've improved throughout the year, pushing this Team Liquid team to all 5 games. But really, credit to Clutch for pushing Liquid. Also credit to Liquid to win. They come in as the favorite, and they were actually pushed. Yeah, proves they still have something else in the tank. They don't need to have Doublelift on a lane dominant pick. They can just play Sona, still win lane, get him to have way more gold than Cody Sun by the end of the game, and just win with the death ball.
Yeah, we saw the bottom lane from Liquid, and I want to discuss them because we always praise Doublelift and CoreJJ because of the fact that they're so good compared to all their competition in the LCS. We saw them play a scaling non-lane dominant traditional AD carry in the Kai'Sa. We saw them play the dominant bottom lane in the Caitlyn with the Lux support, and then we saw them play Sona Taric. That's 3 different styles that managed to win them this series.
Yeah, and we also saw Jensen play Akali into Corki. So, yeah, mid lane assassin, great split pusher, into team fighter. They are showing flexibility, and I'm looking forward to the final.
Yeah, I mean, that was actually such an exciting series, right? A lot of people were not expecting full 5 games, this action-packed, that much emotion to be in this series, but it completely delivered there.
Yeah, it was just an incredible show from both sides. Team Liquid for getting the win, and Clutch Gaming for once again showing how scrappy some of these teams can be and how you cannot underestimate anyone. The way you described it, I think, was the best way to put it, Jat. You've got to play the games, and Clutch Gaming played their damn hearts out today, but it was still Liquid who emerged victorious. And for more on their win, we're going to send things down to Riv to hear from the victorious TL.
Thank you very much. I am standing on stage with the winners. Team Liquid heading to Detroit to play in the finals against Cloud9. Doublelift, I want to start with you. Overall, we saw the series going to 5. Many people thought today would be a 3-0 for Team Liquid. What were your thoughts on the series and maybe a little insights into game 2 and 4?
We expected 3-0 as well. I think we had some pretty bad plays around mid. Honestly, I wasn't really a part of them. Which was probably the problem. Thanks a lot, boys. I think Clutch also played really well. I can't take credit away. They after laning phase especially, they were playing really well. So, and I think their drafts made a lot of sense. Both of our teams, we drafted well, I would say. And in the end, those games that we lost, a little bit overconfident probably on some plays. And then they took the advantage and they snowballed it well.
Awesome. Impact, looking at you, Lyra and Huni were up top pretty often during the series, giving you some trouble. How did the series play out for you, having to absorb that pressure and kind of just take the game?
I just don't mind the Huni in the 1v1. So I was thinking about just what I can do. But this game, I think I'm trolling second game and fourth game. When I play Jace, I get advantage to flash down, but I don't use, and I'm making Peter lane getting bad. Because Rumble have a TP advantage. And I don't know, it's fine, I think.
How do you solve those problems? How do you kind of say, hey, I'm trolling, and so what do you do to fix that?
That game lose because my bad, and just go next game, and fine.
Next game, and it was fine. We saw the results. Doublelift, we've seen before when teams are at the top of the standings, you can fall into the lack of drive mentality, kind of find yourself falling behind. The team did not seem to fall into that this year. What did the team focus on to prevent that from happening?
I think, we were really driven from losing so badly at MSI against G2, and then, seeing teams that are super good and they can just do whatever they want. They can just pick whatever they want and role swap or whatever. They're just so good at the game. It's really motivating, actually, and for us, I think our team, we were focusing a lot this year on just having more fun and being more open-minded and improving our teamwork. So, because honestly, individually, we might not have the absolute best players in every position in the world, some other teams do. But I think what we do is a really strong sense of teamwork and stuff like that. And I also personally, I just really love making the enemy AD carry hug his turret all game, and that was to me, that's the most fun thing about the game. So luckily, I was able to pull that off.
Well, it's awesome to see you having so much fun after all this time. Impact, final question for you. Looking at the 2018 Summer Finals, this will be a rematch of that now. You got to play against Licorice. You were his mentor for some time on C9. Are you excited to play against him again in the finals to see how he's gone?
here you go again. It's matching again, but it's last year summer, same thing, right? I don't mind it too much. He good player in the top, and he looks like before regular season looks like not good, but in playoff looks good. So I'm excited that both Liquidless.
Everybody's always a little bit stronger in playoffs. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Let's hear it one more time for Team Liquid as they are heading to the finals in Detroit. We're going to throw it to the State Farm analyst desk to break that down a little bit more.
Thank you, Riv.
KJ.